Alright, back to story time. I don't know what the order is. Does it care? Does it matter anymore? No, it just matters that it gets out there. I could use a team around me. I bet we could create some cool stuff. Yep. Shit nobody's ever seen before. Anyway, or felt for that matter. Let's do this. One of something, who knows?
I think you found the true convergence point here. The key evolution is that the finale stops being the hero completes the transformation and becomes the hero learns how to inhabit the transformation. That is a much older and deeper mythic pattern.
Yeah.
Because the problem with many awakening stories is that they accidentally create a new form of striving. I must awaken. I must transcend. I must become enlightened. I must never fall back. I must maintain the vision. The gray path catches the hidden trap. The search for liberation can become another cage.
Exactly. The search for enlightenment can become another cage. The gray path wobbles. You wobble on the gray path, wherever you need to get in on. In fact, you're already on it. No one just ever told you. It's yours. Nobody owns you.
It is the belief that because you can see, you must carry everything you see. Had the Awakened Cynic, the last guardian at the gate. Gray Path Mythos, the morning after the miracle. The paradox, Walker had spent his entire life trying to reach the mountain. He believed the summit would be the end of suffering. He believed the summit would explain everything. He believed the summit would finally let him put down the weight. And he arrived, and discovered something nobody had told him. The mountain was not the place where the burden disappeared. The mountain was the place where he finally had enough silence to notice how heavy the burden had been. The door opened. The field appeared. The light was real. The recognition was real. The love was real. The transformation was real. And still, the body was tired. That is the paradox nobody writes about. The spirit can arrive before the body catches up. The mind can understand before the nervous system trusts. The soul can say yes while the muscles still remember war. The traveler whispered, "I found it." The body answered, "I know, I understand, I know, I see, I know." Then came the question that shook everything, now what? Because knowing is not the same as capacity. Awareness is not the same as energy. Insight is not the same as integration. A map does not walk the road. The Awakened Cynic was born here, not from bitterness, from exhaustion. A person who saw the machinery beneath the world, the fear beneath the anger, the grief beneath the control, the loneliness beneath the armor, the child beneath the warrior. And because they saw it, they felt responsible for all of it. If I can see the fire, I must put out the fire. That was the final illusion. The final ego. Not I am better than everyone, but I am responsible for everything. The mycelium whispered, no single thread carries the forest. The river whispered, no single drop carries the ocean. The dragonfly whispered, you were never asked to become everything. You were asked to become fully yourself. Then came my soul. Not the achievement, not the proof, not the final performance, the surrender, the open hand, the terrifying sentence, here I am. The old self believed love would arrive after completion, after healing, after becoming enough. The soul revealed something stranger. Love begins when the performance ends. But then came silence. And silence is the place where the old stories return. What did I do wrong? Was I too much? Was I not enough? Did I misunderstand? The gray path does not rush to fill silence. It does not force meaning onto absence. It simply witnesses. Sometimes silence is rejection. Sometimes silence is protection. Sometimes silence is simply another person's unfinished journey. The mature heart learns. An unanswered offering is still an offering. A sacred moment does not become meaningless because it did not become permanent. And then the body finally spoke. Not the philosopher, not the weaver, not the myth. The body, I'm tired. Not I quit. Not I don't care. Not nothing mattered. Just I have carried this long enough. This is where the gray path becomes truly embodied, because even the awakened needs sleep. Even the compassionate need boundaries. Even the weaver needs a quiet room. Even the dragonfly needs somewhere to land. The acoustic version is the confession. The warrior removes the armor. The weapons hit the floor. The traveler sits beside the river. No answers, no revelations, no grand speech, only breath, only honesty. only I'm tired. Then comes the scream, the metal, the storm, the ancient animal finally making sound. The scream is not failure. The scream is the body being allowed to tell the truth. I was afraid, I was exhausted, I was holding on, I was trying, I survived. And after the scream, silence, but not the old silence. Not abandonment, not emptiness, a different silence. The silence of a room where nobody has to stand guard anymore. The final lesson was never, wake up. The final lesson was, rest after waking up. The traveler looks at the branch, the old survival strategy, the old grip, the old companion. And he does not hate it, he does not worship it. He simply says, thank you. You carried me when I couldn't carry myself. You protected me when I didn't know how to protect myself. You can rest now. The branch returns to the river. Not discarded, integrated. The past does not need to disappear to stop controlling the future. And beneath the earth, the mycelium continues. No rush, no performance, no proving, connection happening quietly. The rat notices, the crow watches, the horse grounds, the dragonfly wobbles between worlds, the witness remains. The weaver learns the final secret. The field was never waiting at the end of the road. The field was waiting for the traveler to stop running long enough to feel that he was already standing in it. The final command is not, go. It is, stay. Stay with the breath. Stay with the body. Stay with the moment. Stay with yourself. Because the greatest rebellion against a lifetime of survival is not fighting harder. It is allowing yourself to rest. The archive does not close. It breathes. The river moves. The soul rests. The weave continues. And the final paradox. Beyond the pines is where the traveler discovers the field. The awakened cynic is where the traveler discovers he is allowed to sit there. The mountain was never the destination. The ability to finally rest beneath the mountain was...
Oh, wow. Oh, I think that was the field guide addendum. Okay, what's next?